This channel is proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, the tabletop RPG where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. Please check out the links in the description and in the pinned comment. Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Unknown Armies, Book 2, Run. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this tabletop RPG, where you fight this status quo and achieve your objectives through occult means, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about location, and I'm going to give you my final thoughts on this book. In general, locations matter because they let you imply things about events, about the character of their inhabitants, and about how the plot is progressing. When it comes to resources, no matter what objective your player characters are chasing, there's probably some piece of land that lends itself to their objective or their path. For example, a private airstrip is great news for antiquities smugglers, but some ancient places of great mystical and magical power could serve as isolated locations to carry out your plans and experiments. When it comes to strongholds, in a horror game, there's some appeal to having a place where the enemies can't get to you. Player characters can kick back and discuss plans openly. Now, when it comes to the objectives themselves, sometimes they actually make the locations special, such as Shangri-La, El Dorado, Atlantis, and so forth. In shadier and more modern instances, perhaps it's the members-only sections of Disneyland. Now, when it comes to other spaces, Earth is the center of the universe. Like any top dog, it has fleas. Other spaces are pocket realities, clustered around humanity, like preteens thronging on the latest pop heartthrob. All other spaces are considered artificial constructs by comparison. But with enough power and knowledge, it is actually possible for you to create another space. Other spaces may have a footing in our reality, simply because people have wandered into them before, but they primarily exist in our collective unconscious and rarely cross over into our plane. They are extremely rare and difficult to get into. You need to know the right keys and locations to enter them. So it is no wonder that plenty of occultists set out to create other spaces of their own, be it temporal other spaces or permanent. And you have several examples here, such as the House of Renunciation. There is also the Chamber of Clotted Nightmares, and the Library of Discord. Each of these spaces comes with its own agenda, its objectives, details on how the laws of our own world do not apply to them, and of course the unpredictability of the inhabitants of these other spaces. There are great risks involved when it comes to entering these contradictory zones, but also great rewards of knowledge and power. And this concludes my review. What do I think of Unknown Armies Book 2, Run? This book is a must-have. You can certainly run an Unknown Armies campaign, or just a session, but when it comes to running several campaigns, because this book covers everything from the responsibilities and tools of the game master, the objectives, the player characters and non-player characters, the different nuances of the sessions, the inhumanity as a general theme, the locations. This is a book of absolute mastery that will allow you to run the best possible sessions of the Unknown Armies role-playing game. It is also quite useful for other horror or magic-based or occult-based tabletop RPGs, so there is also that to consider. So, my highest recommendation, definitely get Unknown Armies Book 2, Run. Thank you for watching this review. Don't forget to leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel through PayPal or DriveThruRPG, the information will be in the description below. This has been Abraham El Jaguar, a professional game master. If you want me to run a game for you, please check out the pinned comment below. And remember, in tabletop RPGs, you are not telling stories about your characters, you are experiencing the game world as your characters. Once again, thank you and see you later.